Hi everyone. Okay, so back to work-life balance and apps. So I've digressed a little with some of my other videos, but let's get back to the apps. So today I'm going to show you some sort of inventory. So my previous video I showed you the pantry, so the My Pantry, just inventory of what's in the kitchen. However, with moving about, moving homes and stuff like that, so there's lots of boxes which are packed full of things, and you'll eventually get some boxes which you think, oh, okay, I don't need to unpack those, I'll just put those into storage. But what was in that box? And I've got so many of those boxes which I just don't know what's in there. So you end up just sort of opening it and then finding out, and then oh no, it's not that one that I want. Then it's another box and another box. You end up opening the boxes and closing them again, and constantly doing that. So the best way is actually to have some sort of inventory, so you know what's in which box. I'm going to focus on a couple of apps for now. One I will go into detail. Just to explain, I've looked at some of the others, and the reason why I've had to do this is because I used to use an app called Sortly. Now I believe when I first purchased that, it was quite a low price. I think it was about £20 per year, and then it sort of went up to like £40 per year. Unfortunately, now the annual price of this app is £450. And I'm definitely not going to be using that. I'm sorry. Sorry, Sortly, but that's just priced me out. Yes, I understand that you use it for professionals and things like that, for people, for movers, etc. And it's a really good app, but it's priced out the average user from the home. It's not the most expensive app. I didn't even bother to even look. There's another one called Zoho, and that's $699. Sorry. Definitely not even touching that one. I'm not even going to go try your demo versions, etc. The prices are just silly. So for a normal person, I'm looking at something more down to earth, something which is less than £10 or even free, and there are a few of those. Firstly, there's Box Hero, that's free. Then there's My Stuff, which is £9 for the Pro. I think it's £5 for the Basic. I tried that, but a little bit too complex. When you first start, then you get confused in all the menu systems, etc., and not easy to use. So that one I've discarded. And there's another one called Nest Egg. So I've settled on this one. It looks to be quite good. I quite like the initial use, although it's still a little complex, but the simplest out of them all. Firstly, I'll show you the standard that I'm looking for. So Sortly was great because you could take pictures of what's in a box and link those to that particular box. So you could print out a 2D barcode, and you can stick that onto the box and just scan that, and then that shows you exactly what's inside based on the pictures that you've created. I also did an inventory as well. I like keeping a nice tidy collection of little things, be them stationery, etc. So as an example, I've got some ink, and I want to know where my ink is, and I want to know where my refills are for my pens. I used to use a lot of friction pens, these little things. They're great because it's ink and you can rub it out. It comes in different colors, little poppable pens. So those refills were important to me to quickly access. So I put them in the inventory. So this way I've got a stack of boxes. You can see those labeled in the picture. And based on my inventory, I can scan in, scan out, and the 2D barcode will tell me where they are. So I can look what's inside, and I can just check in my phone where are my refills with the particular ones. It's great for little things that you may lose around the house. Screwdrivers, scissors, particular pens, anything that you're always looking for. So you can place those somewhere in one of these boxes, and you always know where it is because you can just quickly search. An important point about the new age of software is that you need to keep up to date. And what I mean here is that Sortly actually mentioned that they are going to be migrating their data to a different server. Unfortunately, that went into my junk box, so I didn't actually see it. And they've been constantly sending more frequent reminders. Go straight to my junk box, never saw it. And it was too late. By the time I actually went and saw, because I actually went into the software and I couldn't use it, they had already migrated the data to the server, and if you hadn't done it already, then your data's lost. So all those boxes of data are now lost. So always keep up to date and keep an eye on your junk box. So that's really important. Anyway, so if you couple those two factors together, the cost of Sortly plus the fact that the data's been lost now, there's no point continuing on. So let's find an alternative, and the one that I found and reviewed is called Nest Egg. You can try two different versions. They have a light version, or you can go straight into their main version, which you need to immediately pay for, which, as I mentioned, was £5. But just bear in mind, I did try it on the light version, and then I moved to the paid version, and the data from my light version was then lost. So then I had to just restart. So just bear that in mind when you try on the light version. Don't get into too much detail of putting everything in, because you might lose it as you transition to the full version. So here, once you get in, you get into the area to browse. You can see you've got everything, all your items. You can list by category, location, by tags, and it's also got some customization as well. So that's the initial start, and if you go down to the bottom and you click the plus, that's where you add an item. So once you're in this screen, you've got the little orange plus sign, and if you can click that, then you can add a picture. If you scroll to the bottom and click on camera, and then you can take your picture, and then you can give it a name, a description, depending on the amount of detail that you want it to go into. If it's a particular item, you can put in sort of manufacturer information. You can scan the barcode in, serial number. So Nest Egg has actually a lot of potential, and I feel this is one of the better programs out there today. Mainly because all this information can provide you with a little bit more control of the history. For example, you can put when you purchase the information, so you then know when the expiry or the expiry of the warranty, or when you need to take it for some maintenance. Okay, and right down the bottom you've got category and location, and this is where the important one will be. In the location, you need to put information. For example, I've used box 1, box 2, etc., etc. And basically this is where the item is now stored, located. And you can still categorize it, for example, an electronic device, clothes, etc., etc., which we'll go into a bit later. Here I've got my empty box. I'm just going to scan the first item in, which I'm just going to pick any old items. So this is handy, my HomePod. So information I can put in, such as manufacturer is Apple. I can see the model number is the A1639. It's an electronic device, and I'm going to put it in box 1. So the next item is random vacuum cleaner. Dyson is an SV12, electronics, and I'm going to chuck it in box 1. Final item to put in this box, just to test the system, is a book. So a book called Gemba Walks, expecting to just scan the ISBN number and for it to pull information from the database, just like BookBuddy. But it didn't, so we just put the ISBN number in. So then you have to add all the rest of the data yourself. So let's just say that that's now full. I'm going to move into the next one and put in some memorabilia. And here I've just randomly got a cap. So this is a cap, NBA CHO2 memorabilia. And I'm going to now put this in the category of memorabilia and in box 2. And then actually I'm going to put some clothes in box 2. So let's just say here a pair of jeans, pair of Levi's, and well, whatever. And here I've got a category of clothing, shoes, jewelry, etc. And again in box 2. So that's enough of an inventory to show the point. Now, in Nest Egg, if you actually now look in the locations, for example, if I click on box 1, then that now lists all the items in box 1. Then I swipe, look into box 2, then again, all the items in box 2. So if you can imagine all the different boxes that you have in various locations, be they in your storage room, in the loft, in the garage, here in Singapore or in the UK, any country, anywhere, you'll know exactly what's where, and it's a nice way to ensure that you don't have to open the box and then close it again, and open the box and close it again, damage the box, and then it's just a complete waste of time and throwing things everywhere and making a big mess. So you can also search. So here, if I type in, for example, for the vacuum, just type in VAC, and there it is. I can click on it, and then I can know exactly where it is. It's in box 1. So then I go straight to box 1, and then I can take it out. So the only thing is that you obviously need to put a label on the box so that you know what it is, box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. Some other apps also allow you to print a code which you can stick on the box, but it's no difference to just put in number 1. Remember to put the box number on, ideally 4 sides of the box, at least 2. So that whatever your storage configuration, you always see the number. It's always facing you, and you don't have to then turn the box to then find which box number it is. So that's a very important key point. So finally, my stationery boxes. I'm going to have to redo all of those, reconfigure them. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It'll keep me busy. And I've already started just putting one of the inserts in the inventory, and tried the little search. It works perfectly. So now I just need to change all the numbers again, and away I go. There are so many other things that you can do with this app. I'm really pleased with it, and again, it's only £5. Yeah, there's lots of potential for this app as well. I'm going to be contacting the software developer and making some suggestions. Yeah, you can actually upload, for example, manuals. You can take a picture of your receipt so you know exactly when your warranty expires. Many different things. You can put in the costs for your insurance, and you can also create boxes for a budget. So if, for example, you want to donate something and you want to donate X number of boxes, X number of pounds per box, you can do that, and you can give things to charity. You can look at what things are worth. If you want to sell something second hand, then again you can keep that in control all through the app. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Well done, Nest Egg. So I hope you liked today's video. Down on the little V, if you click that, that will open up the description of today's video, and I've put a load of links to the apps that I've mentioned, and you can try them and make your own decision. It'll be also great if you can like and subscribe. Till next time, bye for now.